Regular left tackle Grant Newsome, who is out for the year with a knee injury. So Davion Smith will be running behind a repurposed line when he does touch the ball. This
freshman against Buck most of the evening.
Jones out with a very scary injury last week, likely to never play college football again, and they stack up Davion Smith after a gain of
to the left tackle spot.
Third down, Michigan. First possession of the game tonight. Under pressure, Spade, he goes to the screen, and Davion Smith is absolutely or even going undefeated the first 5 weeks of this season. Ty Isaac is in as the tailback, and the transfer Isaac, Chris Evans, the smaller back, has checked in, the freshman out of Ben Davis High School in Indianapolis. Spate with time. Spate to throw, the redshirt sophomore incomplete.
The ball is kind of squirting out, not a lot of touch, and that can load the box and play man-to-man outside and force the quarterback, Wilton Spate, to make plays in that pass game.
Freshman Devin Asiasi is checked in at Rutgers dealing with a bunch of injuries, basically at every level. As the ball's on the deck, Smith long.
But Darnell Davis punched the ball and got on it. Smith is that veteran that's typically dependable, and that was not dependable.
The kick after goal. You scored the touchdown to get to the extra point. That was the real celebration in football back in the day, as Wilton Spate, who had been over, completes a pass to the 20.
In Alabama up early.
Karan Higdon this carry for Michigan.
Man, that doesn't hurt recruiting.
Certainly doesn't. We saw the big truck visiting here as well as Jabril Peppers is into the game. We have seen him a number of places already, and he's streaking down the sideline right now. Inside the 25-yard line, on the gas pedal inside the 5. He is a one-man band for Michigan. He's got him inside the 5-yard line. On the toss, touchdown Michigan. Tim Harbaugh gave the commencement address this year. Wilton Spate, the redshirt sophomore, back to the controls, on the lob, down the sideline, incomplete, a little too much. Second down, toss for Isaac. He scored earlier, and he picks his way across the doghouse. 20th anniversary on game day of the headgear picks. First down Michigan after the 12-yard run from Isaac, and it's Karan Higdon.
The defense can possibly get there.
Second down for Spate. Scanning, Spate on the run, guns it high, incomplete. The screen as Michigan's 0 for on third down. This is the slant for Darboh, and it's incomplete.
And that's what Spate did. I think Wharton did get there a little bit early, was on the receiver.
So first down Michigan, Smith back in, and he's dragged backward by Sebastian Joseph, the defensive lineman for Spate up in the pocket again, on the launch to the end zone, and it is
much better than that. Spate was again moving up in the pocket and throws a dart right into the front shirt pocket of Chesson out wide. And it actually kind of...
Prescott, that type of guy, and don't all coaches wish for that skill level, certainly. Spate loads of time, threw it short, and a dime has checked into the game. The big guy running the read option, he gave it away to Isaac, and Jimmy Hope. How about another Hail Mary tonight? What do you say? Spate on third down and 11. Flag comes in, a bullet down the middle goes for a first down.
Holding offense number 76. 10-yard penalty, replay third down.
Third down and 21. Michigan the draw for Evans, the freshman out in space. Evans gets him. You look down the barrel of Jersey product Jabril Peppers, who's in the game after the turnover. Peppers on the roll, cuts it inside, and touchdown, Jabril Peppers.
All four, the more they can use Peppers, the better. And I think this was a legitimate pass. Play action, he had Grant Perry running a one-man route to the corner of the end zone. If it's clean, you tell Peppers to throw it. If not, you go ahead and turn him loose on anybody that tries to tackle him. That's a pretty good design.
That was the freshman.
A tremendously unique athlete.
Evans tripped up.
Today, it's tremendous. 70 yards already, and we're not even to halftime yet.
Evans bursting through. Chris Evans, the freshman, zigzagging through the defense. Inside the 5 and down.
They've carried the football, and he's their speed guy. That's an element that changes angles on the defensive line of scrimmage, and he's a guy that can also opt very late in the season.
Hill gives it one more shot. And let's see, no signal yet. Touchdown on him. 12 carries, 20 yards, 6 touchdowns. And Michigan's going to get a couple points off this. Why not? Garrett Moore's the holder for Texas A&M. To get to 6-0, Spate steps up in the pocket and just flips it away for J.U. Chesson, who had a beautiful touch. With 5 chances now at the college football playoff dwindled greatly with Houston's loss as Spate serves it up down the middle and a jump ball. War in Sierra Leone and became a citizen just last year. This way. Evans, the freshman, has been electric tonight. And Evans searching for the end zone, driven back, and he gives up ground. 0 for 3 last week in the kicking game. Hill up the middle, puts his head down, and they're going to say he is short. The far side official waving overhead.
Unbelievable defense we've seen out of Michigan here this evening.
Top 5 in the FBS entering play today. Evans sneaks through a hole, and Evans chopped down. First down for Michigan. Evans showing burst again, and Evans crashing across America. Tuesday, 10 Eastern on ESPN, streaming live on Watch ESPN as well. It's something very close to for Michigan of that loss. Spate has had tons of time. He goes to the sideline for Darbo. Toss from Spate. Eddie McDoom on the run, the freshman.
Harbaugh didn't step into an empty cover.
Peppers is checked in, fake it that way. Spate the throw to the goal line. Peppers back in. Peppers turns, looking for the end zone. Touchdown!
Kill it formation. Interesting. Oh, and get better with the new quarterback in Wilton Spate.
And a new quarterback right now, John O'Corn. The Houston transfer has checked in to play the second half. Spate getting a breather as Evans.
Very valuable time right here in this game.
Second handoff for O'Corn. Evans kept his feet, and he's across the 30. A lot like his head coach, Jim Harbaugh. O'Corn the toss. And it is Isaac on the run. 13 months old. So that's the separation between a head coach and quarterback as O'Corn whips it out wide and has a completion across the 15-yard line. Possible playing time at stake in the future as the freshman Evans. It's Eddie McDoom, the freshman, in motion. O'Corn flips it out wide, and he's got a completion to the end zone.
Like a balloon in this country.
At least they don't hide exactly what's going on in the sandwiches as O'Corn is out and Shane Morris is in 5th.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
However,
that's where we ought to be going as a country.
Florida State in danger of going to 0-3 in ACC play. Another big gash in the run game for Michigan. Evans finds daylight, and Chris Evans with a break. On the ground again, Higdon seeking the end zone.
And Jabril Peppers, is there a guy in college football that would do it better for Don Brown than Jabril Peppers? I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I think you're exactly right. And Cart, the interesting thing to me is
all those spots on offense, on defense, in the return game. Those 20 hours are valuable. You can't burn them, and you don't have to burn them with Jabril Peppers. He gets it.
/safety Peppers needs to cover it, and that's the mental ability that this young man has.
Shane Morris has checked in to play quarterback. And they will go on the ground with Higdon once again, and he breaks across the
skill set, and those guys are hungry for carries.
They've combined for 306 yards on the...
Maybe 4 or 5 five-star guys at a time. And I'm like, how do you keep them happy? He said they compete with one another and make every youth football because it gets the head out of the way, lowers the target, and leads with the shoulder. And I really like the things that I've seen. And you roll so your head is out of harm's way. I really like that way of tackling.
Lefty Morris spins it out wide, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Roberts for Rutgers. And the Scarlet Knights get in the end zone for the first time. Let's see. Game is over in case of possible cannon fire. First play, quarter number 4. It is the USC transfer. Dean, the kicker, is that guy who he did end up getting. Morris in.
Really huge for the Michigan nation. But that was really, to me, in response to some guy over at Ohio State named Urban Meyer. His presence and his ability to recruit, obviously his corresponding success.
And one more touchdown for Michigan. On the dive, Bobby Henderson.
That's a pretty good hire.
John O'Corn with the handoff, and Michigan with 7 rushing touchdowns.
Different to the table. His tight ends present different things, and his fullbacks wearing khakis back in those days either.
Higdon in as the tailback, and he runs right by the oncoming pressure. Higdon to the end zone. There is the school record.
Over Wilton Spade, who is still growing into the position.
We've seen a lot of quarterbacks today
At the same time.
We saw Henderson with a touchdown. And
A.T. Barrett with the ball in his hand against this Michigan defense when the game's on the line.
Michigan's run game has been
Purposeful, both offensively and defensively, and Wisconsin defensively is no joke. We knew that. To have the vertical, explosive guys outside when you need it.
to have piled up now 450 yards on the ground. And they'll get nothing coming your way soon. Michigan putting the finishing touches on a win. And this is a school record waiting to happen. Ty Isaac.
When he thinks it's an opportunity for him to get in the game. The young